Some interesting SUVs are hitting the market, and it was a great time to look at them. This is also the time when prices have been under pressure. Tesla just about cut the price of the Tesla Model X to bring the base trim under the $80,000 threshold. In view of the same and of the interesting options hitting the market, I present here a four-way side-by-side comparison for users to check in their likely decision to buy an EV in this category. Two of the models taken up here are from the Volvo Group. The Polestar 3, the preliminary impressions of which I recently presented. The Volvo EX90, which is yet to become available in the US, but I believe is coming soon. The Rivian R1S, which recently had options added to it in terms of a smaller LFP battery and a couple of dual motor options to spec, and the Tesla Model X, which had one of the most dramatic price cuts as stated earlier. I think this will be useful for those looking to take advantage of the price drops and generally looking at buying a car in this segment. At first, let's look at the EX90. This model is listed on the Volvo website, but the information is yet not all currently put out. I set up a web chat with Volvo, and they did not have anything more to offer than what was listed on the website. The link is in the description. Never the same, I compiled all the information available in our common format for comparison and presented here. The EX90 has a very familiar Volvo look and very much looks from the home of the XC40, which it is. The EX90 is the all-electric from the group. It is 198.3 inches in length, 77.3 inches wide, and 68.7 inches tall. The EX90 has a curb weight of 6,213 pounds and is the second heaviest vehicle amongst our selected alternatives today. It has a usable battery pack of 107 kilowatt hours, 111 kilowatt hours gross. It has an 11 kilowatt on-board AC charger. All the four cars in this comparison will have the same 11 to 11.5 kilowatt on-board AC charger supporting a max of 48 amps. The video I posted earlier of my impressions of the Polestar 3 will have details on the charging options for this configuration. The link is in the description. The EX90 has a max DC charge rate of 250 kilowatts, which is the same with all the cars in this comparison, minus the Rivian R1S, which has a max charge rate of 220 kilowatts. The EX90 has not yet published any breakup of their cargo space, that is between the trunk and the frunk, etc., but published a single figure for total cargo, which is 67.6 cubic feet. I found this very high and expressed as much with the Volvo representative. But as stated earlier, the representative seemed to know as much as the website had to offer. So I published it as is here. We'll update it in the future once we know more. The EX90 is capable of towing 4,850 pounds and has an indicated price of under $80,000. Here I must state that dealers sold cars can have vastly different prices varying by place, etc. But this is the price Volvo has put on its website. The next car in our comparison is the Polestar 3. As stated, I recently presented my initial impressions of this car, and you can find the link to that video in the description. But in a quick recap of sorts, the Polestar 3 is 192.9 inches long, 83.5 inches wide, and 64.1 inches tall. It has a curb weight of 2,854 pounds. It has a usable battery pack of 107 kilowatt hours, 111 kilowatt hours gross, an 11 kilowatt AC onboard charger, and a 250 kilowatt max DC charge rate. All the same as the EX90. It has 21 cubic feet in trunk space and 1.1 cubic feet in the front trunk, both of which I think are a bit small. It can tow 3,500 pounds and its base of the two dual motor trims are priced at $83,900. The Tesla Model X is the priciest of horses from the Tesla stable, even after the mammoth price cuts over the recent months. The Tesla Model X base no option trim is 198 inches long, 79 inches wide, and 66 inches tall. It has a curb weight of 5,185 to 5,390 pounds. It has a usable battery of 95 kilowatt hours, an 11.5 kilowatt AC onboard charger, a 250 kilowatt max DC charge rate, and of course the most optimum access to the Tesla supercharger network, which I believe will still be seamless even after Tesla opens its network to others, as it plans. This on account of the vertical integration the car will enjoy within the Tesla ecosystem. The Model X has a 37.1 cubic feet trunk and a 6.5 cubic feet front trunk. It can tow 5,000 pounds and is now with an updated price of $79,990 for the base trim. The fourth in a four-way comparison is the Rivian R1S, the SUV from Rivian. Rivian recently added options to its flagship products, the Rivian R1T pickup truck and the Rivian R1S SUV. I have a separate video explaining the options, a link to which you can find in the description. Broadly speaking, Rivian had launched its two vehicles on a quad motor drive unit called the Origin Drive Unit with a motor for each of the four wheels. It recently offered two dual motor options with a motor per axle. In electric vehicles, fewer the motors, lesser the power, but higher the efficiency. This makes the car far more usable in everyday driving, but Rivian has maintained the quad motor option to spec for those looking for the additional power and those demanding heavy-duty tasks. The dual motor units had two options. First, a 533 horsepower software locked option and a 665 horsepower software unlocked performance option. Rivian had originally spec'd a single battery pack for the two vehicles of 135 kilowatt hours, 125 to 126 kilowatt hours usable. It has now made available a 105 kilowatt hour base pack on the LFP chemistry, only available with the base 533 horsepower dual motor drive unit, and a max pack at 180 kilowatt hours, available only with the R1T pickup truck. The LFP chemistry was originally made available to the Rivian electric delivery vehicles. The 180 kilowatt hour max pack is however a software unlock feature, also on a 400 volt system, and can't be spec'd with the R1S SUV. I will leave the R1T options out of this video. I also recommend that interested users personally check the option combinations on the Rivian website, as these could frequently change. The Rivian R1S is 200.8 inches in length, 81.8 inches in width, and 77.4 inches in height. It has a curb weight of 7,068 pounds, making it the heaviest in our four cars compared here. It has a usable battery pack of 105 kilowatt hours, an 11.5 kilowatt AC onboard charger, and a 220 kilowatt max DC charge rate. The R1S has a rear cargo of 46.7 cubic feet and a front trunk of 18.3 cubic feet. It can tow a massive 7,700 pounds. It's currently priced at $78,000. Here I will bring all the numbers on a single chart for those of you who would like to view the numbers side by side. This chart will clearly bring out the similarities in the cars and the few notable divergences, which may each be of individual preference for different users. For instance, somebody may want the extra storage, or someone may want the reliability in DC fast charging, and so on. So I really hope this will help make that choice just a little bit easier. It's worth noting that towing may significantly affect the range of electric vehicles, and the EVs we presented today are all heavy and powerful machines. All are likely to be lower on efficiency relative to smaller daily driving cars, but at the same time, very good on capacities for families and for long road trips. Also note that the options presented, the prices and all the combination of specs can update frequently. So I strongly recommend users to check the given websites personally, particularly when making a decision. This for every single option of every single car presented here. I will look forward to your comments and ideas. Thank you for your time. We'll see you soon in the next one.